And we are live. Hello, everyone. Baz is in the chat already. Good evening, Dark Icon. Hope you're good, mate.
Hello.
At the moment, we are missing Andy. Having a few connection issues, as per usual.
Some life issues.
So yeah, we'll just wait for Andy to get in a few people into the chat, and we'll get going. So you boys all right?
Yeah, all good. All good.
All good.
I was
Nice.
hoping to have a few exciting new items that maybe I've got some in pool. Hopefully, when I do get it, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I bought it and I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping someone can help identify it. But typically, nothing of that nature has turned up. I've just got some other bits. But yeah, I've got a few things on order, but nothing's turned up.
Oh,
Evening,
I've got a load
Ben.
of stuff stuck at the post office because I was working at home. Now I'm back at work. Everything's being delivered, but I'm not here to collect it. So
so this goes back there.
So I just got to get a big arrangement on one of the weekdays or some weekend days or something. It's all going to fly through. Now
So
to open up.
That'll be a good day though. Be a good day for opening.
Good day. Yeah, definitely.
So we're, as you can see, Andy is not in the video at the moment. We are waiting for him. Typical Andy style.
He misunderstood the etiquette of keep the audience wanting more and just didn't bother showing up at all.
Yeah. Oh, we might have an Andy.
Yeah. Here we are. Wait.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear you. Better late.
Brilliant.
Are you on your phone, or did you get the pad working?
No, I got the tablet to work.
Oh, good.
What was wrong with it?
It was Andy controlling it.
I even started trying to log into this thing at like 7:45 and be like, right, I'm going to be ready. No.
Yeah, but you used the wrong link. So.
Well, yeah, I used it.
Andy's tech letting him down. Yeah, story of his life.
Big time.
Colin, hello, mate. How you doing?
Howdy.
Hello, mate.
Right, guys. Welcome back to Toy Division Live. I am Aaron from Empire Toys 1138, aka the Rummager, and we are joined that way with Danielson, Mr. Daniel Plastic, aka the Giggler. AKA the Grabber. The Grabber. And below me, we have got Andy from Andy's Toys and Models, the Giggler. They're always late to the party.
You best introduce Paul as like the collector, because we've all got that dipshit. Whereas this guy's actually serious.
Paul's coming in as the Toy Scavenger.
The Scavenger,
yeah.
Scavenger.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we have got a special guest for tonight. We have got Paul from the Toy Scavenger.
Hello, everyone.
The Toy Scavenger. As a savage approach, undercutting everyone for toys and
scandalous.
Low boy. No, I never do. I always pay a good price. Andy knows. I always say, I need a few quid.
David World Toys, no, we are not. We're just brothers from another mother.
I was gonna say that, yeah.
Let me go get mine.
I shaved the tash off. So.
The Toy Division tash is strong for a couple of us.
I've actually, on that note, I've got a friend of mine who she makes like lingerie and whatnot, like hand makes it, and she's been making face masks. I've actually tasked her, or tried to get her to make me a Rick Rude face mask. So with just the tash and the pout. So awesome. We'll see how that turns out.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
A little bit creepy, not gonna lie.
What, mate? No.
You're gonna be doing the old symbols in the mirror.
Andy, I resent that. It's not a little bit creepy. It's 100% creepy. It's full on creep, and that's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to work next to me. I want people to leave me alone. Social distance, creepy tash.
Definitely worth it.
All good, Dave. We're all good. I just noticed that Action Man hanging for dear life, perilous. Andy, that's you.
Duke. He's been up there since I got him. It's got a good balance, good grip.
Got a good grip game.
He's trying to escape Andy's collection because he's embarrassed.
As am I.
In tonight's chat, we are going to go over the social media side of toys and how it changed collecting. So that's the aim for tonight's chat. So if you've got your questions about social media, and everyone that's why we've got Paul with us as well, because he has seemed to have absolutely smashed social media like a
not that
trooper.
much. No.
Go on. Just name drop a few like your Instagram following.
No, I don't. No, I got not many people. Not many people. What's his name? Lee Francis follows me. The Keith Lemon. Met him once. He's a massive toy person. Paddy McGuinness follows me on Twitter. Alex Reed. Do you know Alex Reed, the one from Hollyoaks and the. I never spoke to him. I think he follows Tom as well, actually.
That's so random. You've named two. Alex Reed, I used to see down the gym that I used to go to, and Lee Francis. So, yeah. In the 70s, mate, we're all doing it. Lee Francis, one of my actual real life friends, Lee Gill.
No way.
Who was in the Joker recently? Yeah, he's like an actual buddy of mine. So
yeah, I know who he is. Yeah. They're all massive toy people. Massive.
6 minutes in, and we're name dropping people left, right, and centre.
I can't think of anyone else. Yeah, I won't name drop it anymore, but a few other people.
Man, it's cool. It is
they
awesome.
Just message, and I kind of like it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how you're connected to people through that just social media thing. It's unbelievable.
It is crazy, isn't it?
All we know is that Paul savages social media. That's all we know.
You're going to have everyone searching for you under Savage, not Savage after this.
I know. Yeah.
LKG, hello mate, how you doing? Welcome to the chat.
Hello.
I was on his channel yesterday doing a live stream. It was good talking to you, dude.
It was a good thing. It was they were distant, because I reckon there'd been some serious like contact if they hadn't been.
There was some vibes hitting, wasn't there? There was some serious electricity.
Halo.
Did it get heated?
Yeah, mate, it was.
There was some like ghost pottery chemistry going on.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We had some 80s romantic soundtracks, like rom-coms in the background going. It was beautiful.
The spark spun off that conversation is what broke Andy's computer. Yeah, it's crazy.
He's a cool dude. If you haven't followed him on Instagram or like subscribe to his channel, go do that now. Yeah. Alan, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the live stream. Brad's in here.
Evening,
everyone.
Is it Friday?
Heroes in the Story. I'm late. Was bidding on boxed. I
forgot about that. I was going to be bidding on that.
Oh, sorry, guys. Just late.
Stop it. We're all supposed to be on eBay.
Yeah. Open it. There's loads out there. Just open it. It's fine.
The UK's #1 Funko collector is in the house. Tom Pizarro. Hello, dude. How you doing?
Funko Pizarro in the house. Lovely.
Adam, you're right, buddy. Hope you're good. So, guys, before we start off, we'll start off with Paul, as he's on as our guest. Have you got anything new that's turned up in the post?
I have. 1 second. Something I've been wanting for ages, but I have no idea why I've never got one. I love the colours and the neon of everything. It's a Ghost Rider from Toy Biz. Cool. It glows in the dark as well, like with the weapons. So when I turn lights off in this room,
the weapons
it's like this one and the what's it called? The Endo Glow. Everything and the Toxic Crusaders all sit there glowing, and I think I'm getting like a little collection of glow in the dark stuff, which I've got. But yeah, it's just amazing. Love it.
You're gonna get the glow in the dark figures are awesome.
Are you gonna get the glow in the dark Super 7 Toxic Crusader coming out?
I saw that. I was thinking, I might do. I don't really buy new things, but I probably will. Probably will get that. I will. It looks amazing. Oh, get that back.
It is.
And then to finish off the Toxic Crusaders, I think I actually posted this as well. I've got Junkyard finally. It's Junkyard. That's his name, isn't it?
Yeah. Junkyard.
Dan likes a bit of Toxic Crusaders, don't you?
That's going to upset Ben because it's got his whole tongue. He had a bad experience with one of them a couple of weeks ago.
Oh no!
He got another one though. I think
he did.
Yeah.
I think I overpaid for this one. I was just kind of looking at my collection, and I had a little rule where I only bought if it was nice and cheap, or if I actually had it in person. And I was just sitting there looking at it, and I thought, I've got to complete it. I've got to complete the collection. So I just went on eBay and bought it. But oh well, wait for that. Yeah, that's about it. Well, I've got a lot of other things, but I might show them as we go or something. I don't know.
Well,
Who's next?
Yeah, he's just said he's got a replacement.
Oh, there
So
we
we're
go.
all
Yeah.
good. We're all happy. We're happy.
Good.
Happy grown men with toys. It's all good.
Good. Exactly.
Andy, you had anything coming up?
But yeah, I got a couple of bits, but the one thing that I think I've shared it to life, but I've got the Rocky figures, which I'm very happy about.
So
But the other day I got something from a guy on Instagram, and I bought a box load of stuff to sell, but I'm ended up going to keep a couple of bits. Have you guys ever seen? Where's my camera? What are they called? Bone Brigade.
Is it Bone Brigade?
Yeah.
They're cool, aren't they?
Look, it's like a 90s toy line. I've never seen them before. I saw them in the picture and didn't really look at them. I was just like, yeah, if they're in the box, they're in the box. And then when I got them, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try not to swear this time because Aaron always has a go at me for swearing. But yeah, these are cool. Just little minifigures, skeleton guys, astronaut suits. They've got like a whole different line of like soldiers.
Decent.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I'm gonna show my geekdom now and say they remind me of the Vashton Aratu from Doctor Who. No one cares. Moving on. No, don't matter.
Yeah. Straight over.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the main thing I'm going to keep. But I'm so annoyed stuff didn't turn up today because I had things. I guarantee they're going to turn up tomorrow morning, which is going to be annoying. But
Dark Lycan's asking, did your last Dark Crystal figure?
I have to wait because I haven't been working. I've been enjoying a sort of furloughed holiday, which is fun, but I'm not getting paid for everything, which is sucky. But yeah, when I sort out the money for that, the Agura, I think you call her. Can't remember her name. Yeah. But yeah, I hope to get her very soon, and I want to get her for the price you showed me in that picture as well because that was awesome.
Less than £8, wasn't it? Lovely.
Yeah, I think it was like £6 something posted.
Banging.
Decent prices.
Yeah, not to be cheap, but you know.
So, Dan, have you had anything that's turned up?
Well, much like Andy, I've ordered an embarrassing amount of things over the last couple of days, which I'll show you when I get them. So, as far as things turning up, the only thing I won't. The saying I want, as I say, I want to tell you, Aaron, later on, but we'll get onto that. As far as things no, it's fine. As far as things turning up, I just want to give a massive thank you to on Instagram, Brad1644. Follow him on Instagram because he's a dude. But after one of our great guy. After one of our random chats, and he found out I love boglins, he sent me this bad boy. Oh yeah,
that is awesome.
So I've got this dude in the box the cage, but you much like water, air, food, you can never have enough boglins. So he's joining the family of boglins. But yeah, super nice. Yeah, I mean he just basically said, I think he said he justified it by saying it scared his kid and his wife hated it.
Yeah, I think that's what you told me in the group chat.
which is fair enough for boglins. But again, Paul, glow in the dark eyes. Think about it. Add to the collection.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Did they actually have it?
Yeah,
I'll give you a logo offer.
Can't have this one. This was a gift, but I'll find another one for you. So yeah, as far as the post goes, thank you very much. Hugely appreciated. But yeah, I've got to wait a little bit more patiently for the other stuff that I've bought. So what you got, Aaron? Anything exciting?
Ed's ordered way too much. Yeah, Ed's like, if you've been on his channel or anything, he's like every day, like he's sending me something that he's ordered or found. Like, oh, just found this Nintendo vintage Nintendo gaming sign that was hung up at a game store.
Prototype box never used.
Yeah, it's cool. It's awesome. So
Yeah.
Ed's killing it with his finds, but unfortunately, all my stuff that I have bought hasn't turned up yet, or it's pre-orders. But I did have one thing that did arrive, and I think it wins. Oh my god!
If it's Power Rangers, I'm leaving the chat.
Yeah, I'll just leave the Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's not Power Rangers. No.
I like the Power Rangers.
Yeah, you don't speak to Aaron enough, mate. Oh Jesus!
I also got a Baby Yoda, which I forgot.
Everyone's on the Baby Yoda hype.
Not good one.
This thing's so small.
That's what she said.
Like Clip, so basically we've got the Baby Yodas just for my girlfriend, and she was like, "What's that?" I was like, "That's the Baby Yoda we've waited like 3 months for." She was like, "Oh." That's just great. So as much as I like opening things, I think he's going to stay in the box, chucked in a corner.
Well, because it makes it look bigger.
Yeah.
I can't actually reach. I've got the Black Series Baby Yoda one up there, and like, to guys, it is like, yeah.
Aaron's gone the other way. Aaron's overcompensating.
But this is a.
I wish it had a plushy head. I don't like the plastic.
How much is that? The big ones.
This one was 30 quid.
Make him an offer.
Okay.
Lowball him.
Yeah.
I think you'll have to fight Vic if you want to try and buy that off of him.
Yeah. I think this is. I'm taking next time I go see Vic, I'm going to take this up and we're going to like share it, alternative weekends and stuff like that. I've got a funny feeling that we've got a funny feeling once it goes up to hers, it's that's where it's going to live.
It's never coming back.
She
Stop being tight and just buy her own one.
Don't be tight.
Yeah, buy her own one.
Sorry, guys. Don't be tight. You've just said you're not going to spend less than £7 on a figure that you need to collect. Complete your collection.
Cheers, bro. Thanks for sticking up there.
Yeah. Right, Aaron. Before the questions, you answer questions or get to our thing, and I see Ed's in the chat. I just want to put something to bed real quick, right? This is the Series 1 POG checklist from 1995, right? Of that, there is no debate because it is. And on the back, it says, I got to read it now. Throw the Keeney at the stack, making sure it leaves your hand and hits the stack. So call them what you want, but Waddington called them goddamn Keenies.
I love the arguments this has caused between the group.
No, I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting it at all.
But you're rowing with the people that invented the game, then.
I'm not around with the people
official.
inventing the game.
It is official.
Right.
Yeah, when I started looking for them on eBay, they all were saying with Keeney, even like sealed packets. So
with Keeney. Before you move on as well, though. Before you move on, I went digging for my pogs, and
everyone's on the pog.
Couldn't find any, but I found something that you might want to lowball me an offer on. Yeah, an incomplete Tazos.
That's hands. That's
dreadful.
That's Aaron's role, mate. That's what we call them.
Dreadful.
Missing one. Pogs. We're not interested in Tazos. We don't like.
I'm missing a few.
I'm going to humour you. I'll give you 50p.
That's going to go straight in the bin now.
Yeah.
Although my little boy was fascinated by it. He was standing staring at it for about an hour. So, younger generation, you never know.
If I've got some Tazos you need, mate, you can have them.
Oh.
You can have them. I don't want them.
He's making it rain.
I just hit the cat with a Tazo. That was upsetting.
Brilliant.
So, guys, before we kick it off, I think Dave World Toys is new to the stream. So, welcome, mate. Do you guys want to give him a quick overhaul of what we collect? Because I know we've all got our own little collections.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Power Rangers and Star Wars, dude. And then that's pretty much majority of what I collect. Andy?
A mixture of everything. 80s, 90s stuff.
Commit to something.
Battle Beasts, Star Wars, obscure 80s cartoons.
Brilliant.
Cool. Dan?
Again, loads of everything, but lots of Mad Balls, Boglins, WWF, Hasbro, and Hot Toys stuff as the main things. Yeah. Yeah,
man. Get those Hot Toys going through on YouTube. Like the Hot Toy YouTube is huge. They're crazy.
It's such a hot potato right now.
Yeah. Such a hot topic.
Paul, come on. Embarrass us, Paul. Tell us what you collect.
No. I started with Mask, and that was my main thing. And then I went on to Visionaries and Jurassic Park. They're my three main things. But anything, really, anything that I like, the artwork or anything 80s, 90s. Even, I stay away from the newer stuff, but it still draws you, doesn't it? So got some new stuff, got some Marvel Legends, everything.
Do you have a favourite Mask vehicle?
Razorback.
Nice.
Really?
Razorback. I have no idea. I think because when I was younger, I had the VHS, and it was Mask the movie when it wasn't even in the movie. It was just a load of episodes put together to make it look like a movie.
Yeah.
And the first episode on it was Razorback and Brad Turner racing. I think it was Miles Mayhem, and I just liked it from that moment. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But
I think
it's one of my favorites.
That'd be one of my least ones. I think. I'm thinking of the right car. It's the white one that like.
Yeah, the white and red one that pops up.
Yeah.
I mean, as an actual vehicle, actually, probably Bulldog or Bulldoze, whatever they call it in this country. That's probably that one's a good one for me. I like that one. Boris Bushkin. Yeah,
Boris Bushkin. He's a great character.
He's good. Yeah,
Stinger and Outlaw for me, but no.
Stinger, top one. Yeah. What's yours, Andy?
Yeah, go on, Andy. You got a few.
I can't even think. Do you know what? I really like the basic, right? So the it's actually just gone out of my head. The one that the buggy that opens up and the boat comes out of it. Gator.
Yeah.
That's one I've had since a kid, and that was
yeah. That took me a long time to find like a good one
with the little barrel gun.
We were talking to the Bugsy boys a while ago about Mask, and it made me laugh because I've always found it kind of silly that what is it, Andy? Mobile Armored Strike Command.
Yeah.
Is that right? But they obviously K for command. Ridiculous.
Yep.
But they were telling me that the knockoff Mask is they didn't take the chance to call it Mask with a C. It's called Mesk. Mesk. But I think Sam was looking for some, and for tiny knockoff bootleg Mask figures. The prices insane.
Yeah. I love it. It's great. Great line.
Great line.
So I feel like Aaron's just become a puppeteer of Baby Yoda.
I'm just watching him. Yeah, it's like
I've got literally no idea. Like you're saying names, and they could be anything. I don't know.
Well, now you know how we feel when you start talking about flipping Zords. Have some of that.
All right. I know. Don't listen to the bad men.
Put the Baby Yoda down.
Yeah.
Right. Yoda's going down.
Vic's already mentioned in the comments that it's staying at hers, mate. So
I know 100% it's staying at hers.
I've got a question for Paul. I've got a question for Paul.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Yeah. Do you So I'm right in saying you were collecting mock Hasbro's?
I was, and it just went insane. Like 2 years ago. No, wait. It went insane 2 years ago, and I stopped. And I thought, all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my own, the ones I really want, which is the 4 that I want, and I've got them actually behind me. And I thought I want them graded, and I want them a 90 grade. But I've kind of stopped on that now. I've only got 4, and I was going to keep on upgrading them. I've stopped on that because again, it's gone insane again, and completely out of the park. I can't afford it.
Can I ask what 4 they are, mate?
So I've got Bret Hart, Red Bret Hart.
Is that's Series 8 in it, Bret Hart? That one, yeah, lovely.
Series 8. That's a 90. So I was like grade wise 90. So I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels with the black, pants.
The one that's going for like 400 quid now, yeah.
Yeah. Undertaker in the coat, in the red as well. Yeah. Undertaker. And then the original Bret Hart, because Bret Hart's he's my favourite wrestler. Him and Rey Mysterio, my 2 favourite wrestlers for some reason. I even got Bret Hart ringtone. Everyone at work kind of looks at me like, what? And I'm walking along thinking, I'm not answering this phone. Yeah. But,
no, you're just letting it play. You're just strutting around the office.
Exactly.
Yeah. About to clothesline someone in Tesco's.
Yeah. If you guys ever heard the Ravishing Rick Rude entrance music, you know why I can't have that as a ringtone. It just sound like a stripper's walking into the room. It'd be terrible.
If you get a face mask and you have that ringtone,
I could do it. I mean,
you could do it.
Then I just need to spend the next 10 years working on the body, and we're there.
You could get one of those aprons.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Well, that's it. So that brings us to the thing. Like, some of the toy prices have gone ridiculous. Hasbro being one of them. Like,
that's the biggest. That is the biggest one.
Yeah,
I've stopped. But with even the loose stuff, I just decided, like I've kept some loose stuff. I've got like a couple of bags of them. But I'm just not going to put them on yet because the prices are so high. Are they going to keep going up? I don't know. I don't know whether to keep them. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But
No, I thought
definitely.
Sorry,
Hasbro's are hot right now. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And it's probably to do with the toys that made us. It's
Possibly,
probably
yeah.
And
possibly
Matt
to
Cardona,
do
maybe.
with
Matt Cardell, yeah.
yeah, the Major Wrestling
Yeah.
podcast.
What's disappointing? What's disappointing, Aaron? And I think you guys will all agree, is the ones that are now gone ballistic and command the highest price are literally the worst figures.
I agree.
And the least interesting characters and the least iconic characters. I know Series 11, but Evil Crush, no one cares. 1-2-3 Kid, no one cares. Yokozuna in an outfit, he never wore once. No one cares.
Just once.
Yeah, just to model for the for the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that I got them when I did because I wouldn't be paying the prices that they're going for now. Not at all.
No. I've got a few loose ones here and up there, but I just no. I like the customs. I like doing my own customs, and then I did my own customs and sold a few. I thought, oh, this is good, but it takes so long to do the customs. I'm just keeping myself now. Got a nice little diesel one that I did, and would take them down, but the whole thing would fall on top of my head on camera.
Yeah, there's no point.
That.
Nah.
Don't sacrifice the figures just for this live stream.
Yeah.
I wish Mattel was it Mattel? Yeah, I wish Mattel had carried on with their retro line. I wish
I wish they'd given it back to Hasbro.
Yeah,
personally.
I think they were getting it wrong though. They were getting it wrong because their sculpts were a bit rubbish, and I don't know. They just started doing characters that not many people cared about.
And so Hasbro or Mattel?
Mattel.
I agree, and also no one wants a jumping figure. They're rubbish.
No one wants a jumping Sting, jumping Triple H in one line. No one wants that.
Terrible. Yeah, and the kicky ones, you watch out. In about 5 years' time, they'll be worth a fortune because the legs will have all just frozen like that.
Yeah.
Basically, all the ones that you're saying are rubbish in that line. Buy them because in 20 years' time, they'll be the ones that will actually be
maybe.
Yeah.
Ones that people want. But do you think also the fact that the Mattel bought that retro line out again pushed the Hasbro price up because obviously now people were like
more collectors,
if you
more
stuck
people.
For the and I'll probably we'll use this to move on to the social media side. But do you feel that when you had a collection, if you stuck them all in a cabinet, and Dan's collection is a prime example because he's got shelves with them all on. They do blend very well into each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say from the untrained eye, because I know Hasbro figures, like I was probably too young to have grown up with those sort of wrestlers, and that figure, like it was all Jack stuff when I was sort of a kid. So they look good together for an aesthetic sort of reasoning.
Yeah, and it reminded people that the Hasbros existed, and they went, "Oh, I used to have them."
And they brought the ring out as well, didn't they? They brought a retro ring out, and
what a missed opportunity! Great, okay, Sting, cool, and the newer guys, cool, but what another Warrior? Oh, like two more Savages,
another Undertaker.
They could have made anyway. You know what they could have made, and they should have made, and there are some great customs out there. The WWE is all about progression, right? And a woman doesn't exist in the Hasbro Mattel world. And the best customs or my favorite customs, other than Chris Benoit, that I have that I've had made are managers. What?
Yeah.
It just seemed to me like a missed opportunity. So some of them are really cool, and I'm glad they made them. But
and refs as well.
And what? Sorry.
Yeah. And ref as well. I don't know. I've always liked the ref.
One ref. Yeah.
Which ref?
Yeah.
Just any.
We just need a ref.
Ref. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Any ref.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
But do you find, and again, I'm going to throw this into our segue onto social media. Do you find that the fact that now companies are so social media savvy, and if enough people cried out for it, do you think it would happen?
What, they'd release more?
Yeah, they'll release more.
No.
Don't know. I don't know, because even Zack Ryder, he's crying for him, and no one cares.
Yeah.
He's a wrestler.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
that's
not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, do you find though that sort of
you know, no one cried out for it for reissue Ghostbuster figures, but they did it and everyone went mental. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, then everyone went mental even more when they got them in the mail when they were all wrecked. Yeah.
Everything's
Mate.
wrecked all the time. That's the problem.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people recently getting their orders from Zavi and they're just turning up in jiffy bags.
Yeah.
I feel for them. I definitely feel for them.
Get them from independent companies and they'll look after it rather than the main big boys, Amazon and Zavi. Yeah, you get it cheaper, but you're paying a couple of quid cheaper, but it's going to come ruined. So you might as well
even in demand toys, they don't pack. They put it in boxes.
No.
The boxes are big enough for it, but they don't pad it out with anything. And they like
maybe it's the amount.
Yeah, luckily the stuff I've ordered, it's not been like I want it boxed. So a few scuffs have appeared, but when I order from Star Action Figures, that stuff comes packaged. Kapow Toys, it comes like packaged.
That baby Yoda I got was from Kapow, and it was like wrapped in paper in a box that was huge. Like at first I was like, what the hell did I order drunk? Like there's like, what the hell is this? And then it was that.
That's why you expected it to be bigger.
It was
exactly. I was like, sweet, this will be all right.
It was the worst game of pass the parcel ever.
Yes. I don't know if you said it to Vic and she opened it up and there was a baby Yoda in it, she will probably tell you it is the best parcel ever. Colin mentioned about the TMNT Cardi figures going up in price. Yeah.
They're another example.
I had a guy in America that I used to get them from. Unfortunately, he died, so I can't get them anymore. But I was getting them so cheap, and now I can't get them. Well, I can get them, but obviously they're just expensive.
Yeah, of course.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
But again, Netflix, the Toys That Made Us came out. I've come up with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. People are showing it online. They're like, I know Ben in the chat's got a crazy turtle collection, like loads of the loose figures and stuff, and sticks them on Instagram, puts pictures up, and gets likes on it, and it uses the hashtag, and it gets ball rolling, and all of a sudden, becomes.
Mr. Colin Wicks there in his picture has the elusive Scratch. Which is I'm presuming that's his own because I'm pretty sure he was looking for it.
Yeah, Colin, stick it in the comments, mate. Is that your actual Scratch?
I think it is.
Andy, didn't you sell one of them recently?
No, I had a hotspot.
Hotspot.
Oh, sorry.
I wish I had Scratch, man. I'd get a haircut.
I am angry about 123 Kid, but I'm angry about lots of things. So don't read too much.
He's just an angry man. You should have the Street Sharp T-shirt on. Yes, I should. I thought about it, and I went for a comfy. Yeah, the Toy Snobs Street Sharp one. Yeah. He's just re-released it, so
it didn't match the matching aesthetic that me, Aaron, and Paul have gone for of plain cap glasses.
Yeah, you know it. You know it. But Bugsy's one a Paul Bearer.
I've got two Paul Bearers, different ones. I can put you in the right direction of a couple of guys that make excellent, and I mean excellent, Paul Bearers. And if you want one of him just standing there with an urn, that's cool. Or if you want him giving it the old, whoa, I got that one as well. So I'll send you some pictures.
But it does not come with live action sounds. Just a spoiler alert warning.
If you want, I can record that on your phone, and you can just play it every time you look at it.
for the nice fee of $99.
I'll do it for free because I'm a nice guy.
For a couple of pogs.
Yeah. For a 123 Kid.
Could you imagine, like, with the sound box that they used to have on the Hasbro's, like if they had the Paul Bearer sound on the sound box, just randomly.
Oh man,
just going.
That sounds on actual figures. Like, just imagine the little like noises that I would definitely want an Otis Hasbro.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. I would smash the Ric Flair into the wall. Woo woo.
Yeah, you know.
But yeah,
you're not a Ric Flair fan, are you?
I hate Ric Flair. I respect everything about him, but I would like to have not seen him and his gammon ball bag face for the last maybe 6 or 7 years. I respect him. I just don't have any interest in him.
I think they need to know when to quit and when to. They can turn up every now and then to get the pop and get the crowd going and get Vince a bit more extra money. But I think they linger around far too long.
The guy is dangerously unwell. I think.
Yeah, right.
So
well,
I don't know.
I think
he's going to
stretch it out. The rest of his life, he's going to stretch it out as much as he can.
Yeah.
Well, he's someone who can't walk away. he's reliving his like wrestling career for his daughter now, isn't he?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so guys, C Moles has put in the chat. Evening, I think social media influences people subliminally, not just toys, obviously, but if you see lots of people posting about a line you're attempted or actively looking for something different. Now, that's very true. I think I think Pogs are on the rise, thanks to a few YouTubers.
I don't know what you're talking about. Boglins by Boglins.
But
No,
even
you joke about Pogs, but see, I know that Ed did a video on them, right?
yeah,
And then I think Theo's also done a video on them.
House TV one year.
Yeah, we were joking around about it, but I swear the day after, on all the Facebook groups that I'm in here, like I think it's Ghost Booters, Oolas, stuff like that, there was people just Pogs.
Asking for them, yeah.
Pogs.
It's
But
also
then it was funny because all of a sudden, like we were like sending each other pictures of Pogs and like, oh, you know, like, is this worth any money? And then all of a sudden, like, stuff's getting bidded on now. Like, I think Andy
eBay stuff.
All of a sudden, these Pogs that have been on there for like weeks have now like they're getting bids on them and everything.
You guys have started it.
It wasn't us. Don't blame us.
It might be it might, as he's saying there, because of people on social media showing stuff, people then start looking at it and stuff. But
then also like it's that's the great thing about it, isn't it? Like how many people that I'm gonna sort of, you know, throw a name drop down now, but I was speaking to Monkey's Emporium earlier on today. And
how's he doing?
Bang, throw it in there and everything. But like again, another thing, like when he said to me when we were on the phone, he was like, you know, growing up liking toys, you were the only kid on the block that liked toys. Do you know what I mean? Because or at least kept them after a certain age and enjoyed them. But like now, like you're in this sort of community of people that you go on Instagram and you put up your toy collection, hashtag toy collector, hashtag toy collection and everything. And it goes out to the world. And then all of a sudden you got someone all the way over in like America who's into the same thing. Goes, yo, dude, I love that, man. You follow each other.
Yeah.
I blame the Big Bang Theory for trying to make nerds look cool. We were happy not being cool.
Huh? We were, yeah.
Sheldon, I don't think they made him look cool, but yeah.
Well, you want Bucky O'Hare will be next, man. More and more people talking about Bucky O'Hare. I'm telling you, Bucky O'Hare.
I need to finish the variants first. Wait, hold that thought.
Yeah.
Should we start an experiment? All of us guys.
Let's do an experiment. And how many people want to buy a Steve Irwin tomorrow?
No, because that's too rubbish, mate. It has to be slightly I'm saying the Waterworld figures. They're just rubbish enough.
Yeah.
Everyone starts talking about the Waterworld figures. See what happens.
But then people don't know that they exist. That's the problem with them.
Well, it would be better if they didn't, I think. But
I'd love
it's Kevin Costner, right? Yeah, it is Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
I'd like a Kevin Costner Waterworld figure in my collection to go with my Robin Hood one. Waterworld's a good film.
But you say that a guy in America, zombie sailor.
Josh. His name is.
He got a storage, like a container load full of boxed, and all of a sudden, like he gets that, he shows that off. I think didn't Kevin Costner get in touch with him asking for him?
He
starts to fall rolling. People like we're talking about it now on our live stream, like months after it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's very clever.
The beauty of social media.
Yeah, he gets all that stuff. He makes it into a thing. He gets Kevin Costner to somehow get involved. More people are waiting for it. He still hasn't sold any. He's still building it up to get people interested.
He's very into his wrestling and that whole showmanship of it. And he's created that into toys, into wrestling. And I respect him. Yeah, he doesn't sell to UK people. They don't sell abroad. But
no, I think I remember when he got the Cage Fresh He-Man stuff, and he was like, he was sending out so many like Instagram things saying, stop messaging me from other countries. I'm not selling it. Do you know what I mean? No matter how much you ask.
Yeah.
Well, my retort
the customs and the damage.
My retort would be stop promoting it anywhere outside of where you would sell it. Yeah, bastard.
Yeah, but he's just putting it, and that's probably another thing about social media, isn't it? He's putting it out there, and everyone around the world seeing it, and obviously everyone in the He-Man collecting world wants a phrase case.
But then I can kind of see why he wouldn't.
Fresh.
If you're posting, say, a Case Fresh He-Man that's like, I don't know, for argument's sake, £400 for the one figure, put it in a box, you ship it, you pack it securely, you do everything. all it takes is one idiot on the journey to the UK to get that box squashed.
Crush it. Yeah.
Do you know what I
Andy,
mean?
Andy, say what you mean, Hermes. Come on.
Yeah.
Is
And
it?
we've hit
Hermes?
the 40-minute mark of the live stream. Time for our weekly Hermes slag.
Hermes.
No, I'm not going there. Let's read what Ed's saying.
I think right. I think we use social media to its full potential. We might trade in toys for pogs instead of money. Pops will become the new currency if enough people talk about it. I hope when you say pops, you mean pogs.
No, he means pops. Tom Pizarro's a
Funko
rich
Pops.
man. All them pops he's got. It's
Tom's now sitting there like making it rain with his Funkos.
no much
Little
Funkos.
Cobra Kai.
Look at that.
Yeah, like, but it's true. Like I know it's been mentioned a few times in Ed's live streams. It's been mentioned a few times in ours, and all of a sudden, people are now asking for pogs. You keep going on about something, enough people go on about it. Everyone goes, "Oh, I want a bit of that. I remember pogs."
There's something that I'll admit what I do now. Like if for social media, if I'm watching something on eBay, for example, I don't know, let's say Toxie on Toxic Crusaders, and I want that, I'll make it my point not to make sure I don't mention it at all.
Yeah,
or I don't mention anything to do with it in my social media at all until it's ended and I've lost it. You know, and then it comes up. But yeah, I've done that before where I've accidentally just gone, oh look, you know, these X-Men figures, blah blah blah, watching some stuff, and all of a sudden they're sold and gone. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So stay quiet.
Trying to rain down on our social media influencing.
Yeah, you four people. Don't bid on the stuff I'm bidding on.
Let me have this, T.
Under no illusion are we saying we've influenced people at all.
Let's just have this. Let's just have this, man.
Did you not hear? Aaron was talking to someone that I've forgotten whose name it was earlier on. We're basically famous and we're going to quit our jobs.
I might not have a job to go back to. So yeah, cool.
Oh, don't bring it down, mate. Come on, try to keep it light.
Andy, there is other avenues of live streaming on the internet where you could probably earn a bit more money than talking about toys.
No, that's why I've been working out.
Yeah. And
what was it you guys were telling me about the GoFundMe pages or something?
OnlyFans Patreon accounts.
OnlyFans.
They get you banned on Instagram, those OnlyFans, you know.
Yeah. Paul said that with such instant, like, that's a fact. There's more.
And that's how we went from the Toy Scavenger to the Toy Scavenger.
Yeah. I used to do a thing before toys, Paul says, but I got banned from Instagram, so I started collecting toys and putting them in.
Do you know what? Before the Toy Scavenger, I had an Instagram account for like cosplay. And I think that got to like about 1,000 followers, and then it got cut off. Just had no idea why. Just gone. And Instagram said, you know, it's can't get it back, or I can't remember exactly what it was. But lost it, gone forever.
So it was your own cosplay stuff.
Sorry?
It was your own cosplay stuff.
No. Just random people. I'd find see people on there, and I'd screenshot it. I'd obviously tag them as well. And I'd do something like I don't know, today is Venom Day, and you know, then just put loads of Venom characters up and tag them all, and it went up really quickly. But all of a sudden, it just went and gone. And I can't remember what the exact reason was, but it's got to do with the fact that it's just you're posting pictures of people that probably don't want you to post them.
Yeah,
so
maybe some of them reported it, or maybe some of the cosplayers were a bit.
Perhaps if you'd done a Kevin Costner Waterworld Day, things might have turned out differently.
Yeah. I know. But you look at some of the cosplayers then, because I would be posting them back then. They'd only have 1,000 followers or something or whatever. Yeah. Now they're on nearly 1 million and 600,000 and stuff. And you think, wow, like how they've cracked the market, haven't they, for social media?
Yeah, because
100%.
I'll probably say that the female ones are probably a lot more
female ones,
higher up in the following than the male one.
That's why I didn't get any likes on my picture of me as Slave Leia. I mean, sexism right there.
That dude specializes in cosplaying himself as people from The Office doesn't do so well.
Yeah. That's the same with all Instagram accounts as well. Like, you know, I'll post a picture of myself holding a mask toy and I'll get 200 likes. I post that same mask toy on its own and gets 1,000 likes. It's like, go away, person. We don't want to see you. We just want
Yeah.
to see the toys.
Yeah. Again, I'm getting surreptitiously ripped there. Paul's like, yeah, gets a measly 200 likes. I'm like, that's more people than follow my Instagram account.
No.
So
You could, like my personal account, not that many followers, but it doesn't really matter about the followers. It's about the quality, isn't it, rather than the quantity. So definitely.
Yeah, I have neither. So I'm 100% on both fronts. Doing well.
Aaron, go back to the Bucky O'Hare thing, just so I can say that.
Yeah, no, I just
I
wanted to show you that to make you feel better, Andy.
I know they would.
Stop Andy.
Hold on, let me find it.
They already get private emails. They're fine.
Extra revenue stream for Bugsies there. Get a little nice.
So there you go. So C-Mole says I have a couple of Bucky figures on card. I was planning on breaking them out to complete my loose collection, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Open them.
Do it.
Did you get me to go back all the way just to say to someone to open some figures?
Open your toys, yeah.
I think I'm going to have to do it. Do you collect Bucky O'Hare figures?
Are you asking? Oh, right,
yeah.
you're asking.
Sorry, yeah, I'm not actually. I'm looking at a screen. Yeah. Right, so I've been trying to get the Willie DeWitt with the glasses, the gun, with everything complete. Getting him loose is impossible because most of the people you say, does he have glasses? No, it didn't come with glasses. It's complete. It's like, no, it did come with glasses. Like,
it did come with glasses. Do you want one? I've got one. You can have one. Sealed one. You can have it.
Oh, look at that.
I bought one.
Have you?
Yeah. Paul, before you,
I bought a carded one, and I'm probably going to open it. So
before you do anything, Andy, you
for me, was it?
No, it was on eBay.
Andy, you gave me one of them.
Yeah, I probably did.
You gave one to Hannah. You gave her a complete.
Now you went back.
And that is the story of Andy's toy collecting.
Yeah,
he gives away and then realizes he wants it and then pays price and money for it.
But I'm with Steve Moyles. I'm probably going to open the Willie DeWitt I get just because I know I can't. I want those glasses. So, oh man, the Hook Kenner line's great.
After we put Pogs back on the market, we're going to be moving on to Kenner Hook figures.
Oh,
seriously, all you got to do is just keep posting it, keep building it up, and then someone eventually is going to turn around and go, "I like that." Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't take too much to build up especially on social media. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly it.
Oh, it was Adams for the Big Bang Theory. I kind of lost interest in it after a few seasons.
I had to finish it. Just had to finish it.
Oh, dude, that's 100%. But the last few seasons, my missus was like, "Why do you watch this?" I'm like, "Because I've come this far, and it's ending, and I need to see it through." But yeah.
That's how I feel about Walking Dead. I'll keep watching it.
Yeah, same. I had to stop. I stopped at a certain point when somebody left, and I'm not going to say who because someone might not have seen it. But I decided to cut it off at that point and not go any further. But now everyone tells me it's really good again. So
it has got the last series or season, although it finished early because I don't think they finished filming before all the COVID stuff happened. But it was really good, really good. The character development was really good on some of them, and then there is like a episode where you're like, what the
Andy, I bowed after season 5. I obviously still read the comics, but was the moment when you finally realised that the zombies weren't the monsters after all? It was mankind. every damn.
Every episode they mention that. But
kills me. Yeah, I lost interest. Yeah.
So C-Moles has put on there. Toxic Crusader seems to be as popular now as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but then to be fair, that's maybe restricted to people I'm exposed to. Now, I would say that in the last sort of few months, Toxic Crusaders has probably boomed more than anything else.
I think that's because it fits so well with Turtles. And people who collect Turtles have just gone straight for that. If they've finished their little section they want, right now I'm onto that. So next will be Earthworm Jim or something like that. That fits quite well as well.
Let down buy them first before we start putting Earthworm Jim into it. But then
it's so funny that you mentioned Earthworm Jim nose. That's great.
But so do you find though, because it mentioned earlier, as you say, it all fits into the kind of everyone can fit into their collections. Someone posts a picture and goes, "Oh, I didn't know that TMNT figure existed." No, it's not the TMNT, it's Toxic Crusader. But also the fact that the price of TMNT has gone up so much, the next thing down in line to buy, that's actually at a cheap price and you can build a good collection up, is Toxic Crusaders.
The thing about Toxics as well, man, like there was only 9 figures and there's only 6
Yeah.
vehicles. But I think a lot of people, myself included, just needed reminding how awesome they look. Like,
Oh, they're amazing.
you just forget, and then you see one, you're like, that's, yeah, I mean, like that junkyard, that all 9 figures in their own right are awesome looking figures, in my opinion. Accessories, glow in the dark. The fact they're made by, they're playmates and they got trauma stamped on them, it's just something really cool about them, and the vehicles are cool too.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Ed's asked, do you think search engines on like eBay have caught up on pushing toys that people are searching for more often instead of showing them on date? I've seen it on our secondhand stuff. It will. I think that's kind of like how the algorithm works on a lot of these sites, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like your phone listens to you, your laptop listens to you, your phone you probably got a Google account on your phone and your laptop, so you might look up a toy at home. So you might look at a toy when you're out and about, like you type in Toxic Crusader, put it down, but because then when you get back home and get on your computer, because your accounts are linked to everything, next thing on your computer you see Toxic Crusaders.
I'm pretty sure on eBay I just have to type a B and it goes blurt balls, because I search for it almost every time I look at eBay, because I just need like 2 more inner balls. So yeah.
Yes, it might be B for Battle Beast. It just pops up.
Yeah. So like with the whole social media side, do you guys like it? Do you like the whole kind of way it works, or do you find that it can be quite toxic, no pun intended?
I think it is quite toxic sometimes.
Sometimes,
and
sometimes
it is.
I'm not talking about any kind of like political stuff or like movies.
Just
I'm
toy
talking
world.
purely like toy collecting.
Yeah, there's a lot of jealousy that goes on, and that I find a lot. I get a lot of. It's a bit weird. I get a lot of messages like, "Oh, I had that first." Like, what?
Really?
Why do I care that you had that first? It's like, oh, and I had that one first. What? I've had that one. I just delete them. Delete them and
is his big brother going to come and beat you up in the schoolyard later on as well? Like,
well, I looked at him. He was only 13, so around 13, 14. I was thinking, right, great, yeah. I'm being hassled by a 13-year-old about toys from the 80s, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's a weird thing to try and even...
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I had that first, like what?
Yeah.
Like, all my loose figures have probably gone through at least 5 different people's hands. Like,
Paul,
do
you find with the presence that you have on social media that maybe at things like toy fairs or even online, people maybe treat you differently because of the amount of followers that you've got?
Yeah. That's why I never used to post my face on that account, because I like to go to toy.
The cosplay one,
I know. So I used to go toy shows and just buy things, just random things. But as people start like recognizing you. I don't really get them going, oh, you're the Toy Scavenger or something. Sometimes I'll say, oh, hi, if I know it, I've seen them, and I go, oh, I'm Paul, this is Toy Scavenger. Oh, fine, everyone's really generally friendly. But I don't know, a lot of people think just because you'll find it as well with toys, just because it's Star Wars, they think it's worth thousands of pounds. And you just kind of get given you try to give them a nice offer, a good offer and good advice, and they still want ridiculous amount of money.
That almost surprises me that I would have hoped in a way that it went the other way, that you maybe got I don't know.
I get a lot of people message.
But I never really thought of that they'd think that well, this guy can afford it and crank the price up.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah. I only afford it because I sell the toys to afford it, and it's like I keep the stuff. That's what it is. It's a funding,
Yeah,
but
it's what we all do. It's just
we'll do.
Yeah.
I just happened to start the account maybe like 7 years ago or so, and I don't know. It just went. I actually like another little thing. I'd obviously do a little bit of advertisement as well, because everyone sees it pop up on their thing. That helps. It's not. Don't spend thousands and thousands of pounds on it, or even hundreds, and it just helps every now and then a little bit. But I get messages from people wanting to sell me things, and
Mhm.
You know, that's when you get good pickups. But a lot of the time, it's like, do you want to buy this Batman figure, just one figure, or do you want to buy this R2D2 that's had its head smashed off? And
The classic,
no, it's okay.
the classic one-armed
It's
backer.
good to know it's not just me that gets messages like that. It always starts.
yeah.
I think we all do.
So- So I've got to admit as well. I usually go, no. Have you asked Andy's toys and
He'll buy
I go,
any
look
of
at you.
So someone did actually come to me the other week and say you recommended him. I can't actually remember what his name is, but
Yeah.
I think
no, he did.
I think you
for
or Tom or someone bought a load of stuff that I recommended someone, and then they went and bought it all, and it was amazing. Like, I can't remember who it was, but yeah,
again, good side of social media.
Oh, I will
exactly.
I will also just say to qualify that you say you started maybe at a good time and whatnot, but you also put a lot of effort in, and you do put the work in, and people like you, people like Ed, for example,
Like Tom. Well,
like Tom
does
like,
brilliant.
like Aaron, not like me, but but Bugsy's, the people that put the effort in. It's always kind of a little bit of a choker if people kind of get a bit uptight about it, because effort's been put into it, man, and respect.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not an overnight thing. It's not like a quick. Oh, I've got 1,000 followers. No, it's not like that. It takes time. It really does take time.
And like I put a sort of a point on that as well. And I've had it on Instagram and I've had it on YouTube. You don't quite know what's going to blow up.
No.
Like you might put one cool picture up that you think that's awesome. I love that picture. Like it all looks kind of cool, and you get like 15 likes, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
And then you put a random picture up, and just because it for some reason like a few people like it, and it hits the algorithm, and it gets pushed up on the like when you go onto Instagram, you can see like there's a little section of like random people's pictures that you can scroll through. All you do is get put on that, or you get put on when you search a tag, you come up on the like recent one side, and all of a sudden that snowballs everything, and all of a sudden like you have a picture that's got 500 likes, and you're like, what the hell? That's a ridiculous picture. It's like it's nothing. It's just a picture. So like I don't think you can you could do your best to try and play the algorithm, but I think sometimes some things just work and some things don't.
And all you can do is what you guys do, which is you keep doing it because you enjoy doing it, and the rewards will be there in the end. It's how it is.
And I think as well, like the way it works, like I was going through my social media today, and I realized on Instagram there is a function where you can see the accounts you deal with least.
Is it?
Yeah. And all of a sudden there was all these accounts that I remember seeing. Like I thought they had like just disappeared, but it's because the algorithm isn't showing you their pictures, because it's determined that you don't like their stuff because you're not liking it. But it's not showing you them. So you've got to constantly keep posting stuff so people keep liking it. So you keep being, when someone opens Instagram up, you are the first 5 pictures that turn up on their algorithm. And it's the same with the so I've got my personal Instagram account and I've got my Empire Toys one. And the Empire Toys one, I'm posting a lot more on it. And I'll post a picture on a story on Empire Toys, and it will get like 200 people, 300 people looking at it. Yeah, I post a story on my personal Instagram account that I don't really use that much anymore, and I'll get 30 people looking at it. And there's only about a few hundred people less following me on my personal than my Empire Toys one, because I don't post regularly on it. I'm so far down people's algorithm. So yeah, I think that's a nice little touch. And again,
so a lot of the content creators, like all the people on Instagram, they're always saying, "Oh, do you know? I've noticed my algorithm's not letting you." They haven't noticed this. They're just saying it. I've noticed my algorithm's not showing my pictures to you. So remember to like this one and comment below, and you'll start getting my pictures again. And they don't know that. They're just getting you to do it, so then it comes up on the algorithm. So it's all clever little marketing techniques.
That is a big thing about like social media marketing, is telling people to do things. Like you said to us a while ago, you said that you could put a picture up of, I don't know, a Mars figure. Yeah. And you go, here's a Mars figure, and you get your likes. But then you put the picture up of, here's a Mars figure. Did you guys have this as a kid? And because you asked the question, they're now going, yes, I did. And that obviously the algorithm picks up that picture is getting a lot of traction and a lot of people interaction, and it pushes it further up.
about a month ago. So,
But
yeah.
no,
That's not true, Paul, because you told me that about 6 months ago, and I haven't used it once. So thanks for that information.
he just called him out. But yeah, so but then again, it's the same as the like YouTube. But I put the car boot video up at the weekend, and it's blown up. It's gone crazy. Yet on Saturday, I put a review up of the Baby Yoda, and I don't think it's got over 100 views.
Because no one cares.
No one cares about Baby Yoda, mate, and everyone wants to see you fight a bunch of coronavirus victims for tiny plastic toys. So.
I remember
You'll
it
probably
in the chat. Oh, I wish I was going. I wish I was going.
Whatever.
I bet you're going to get some good stuff.
You'll probably notice that I don't actually post a lot of Star Wars stuff.
No.
Ever. That's because it doesn't get good likes. Because everybody had it, so everyone don't want to get reminded of it. That's my theory anyway.
The stuff
obscure stuff.
Yeah, the stuff that I'm all about, and I know you guys are as well, is when you're like, visionaries, centurions, the interesting stuff that, you know. But yeah, if I see Star Wars, unless it's outrageous, or I like some of the stuff that Aaron, you do, like people that do interesting photography, that can be pretty cool. But just a picture of something that's just been released for Star Wars, it's like, scroll on, you know. But
yeah, definitely. So, Rudy, sorry, I was going to mention this earlier. Like, I have not seen the San Diego Comic-Con Tron VHS reveal, so I will have to Google that later.
Was it Bill and Ted Day? So yesterday or today?
Bill and Ted got released,
yes.
The trailer.
No, the trailer got released. Yeah, the film hasn't been released.
The trailer. Sorry, the trailer.
Was that yesterday or I can't remember?
It was yesterday. Yeah,
it was yesterday.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
That's the only thing I've seen.
A lot of San Diego stuff's going to be getting released now because obviously it can't happen. There's probably loads of figures and toys and all sorts of stuff that's like going to get released because they can't sell it at the Comic-Con.
Yeah.
True. Can I just go back to Bill and Ted a sec? How do we feel about an older Bill and Ted?
100% keen, mate. I'm keen as much.
I'd rather it be an older version than them try and use some kind of like Star Wars CGI CGI thing.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried about. Do you guys ever watch the Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah,
they had like Mallrats and they did Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back like I don't know a few years back. I can't remember the dates, but they did another one of like it's basically just called Jay and Silent Bob's like remake,
and it was rubbish.
No, I enjoyed it because I've got fond memories of the Jay and Silent Bob films, but yeah, the aging of it is where the characters age so much and they're still doing the same jokes.
Yeah.
I was a bit like, with Bill and Ted, it's like, is it going to play out well where they're just like, bogus, man? Like, is it going to work? But I think my fingers are crossed.
I've got a lot of time for Alex Winter as well. I don't know if you remember, like, everyone's seen the film Freaked that he wrote and directed and starred in from
Absolutely.
90s. Check it out, man. Genuinely good film. It's called Freaked. It's an awesome bit of, Andy, you'd love it, mate. It's a slice of pure early 90s prosthetics and Freaked, Alex Winter.
Is it like Idle Hands by any chance?
Sorry?
Is
it like Idle Hands?
No. It's he basically ends up in a freak show and it's got Mr. T as dude, it's awesome. Freaked, honestly. I got it on DVD, mate, because I'm old school like that, and I lent it to you.
I don't know.
Awesome. So please put on there. Please put a question in. Companies using social media to promote their products, like New Wave of Master of the Universe, targeting market. Yeah, they know how to do it, and like using social media is a massive tool. Like getting people that are like doing toy reviews on YouTube and stuff, sending them stuff, getting the toy hunters into their shows early, just to take pictures, get a buzz about it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
social media is about the only tool now because people don't buy magazines that they used to. You don't buy Fangoria and Gorezone and Starlog and all. You don't. So I know some of them still exist, but social media is the only advertising tool as far as I'm concerned.
I'm not being funny. Like this whole furlough time, I have not watched any like live like real TV. Everything I've watched has been on streaming. So, and you barely get you don't get any adverts on Netflix. I think you get an advert for Amazon for a show on Amazon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the only
TV do an advert for a Now TV show or whatever.
So the only time I see adverts now is online. And of course, what can you do online you can target driven adverts. So no one's gonna show me adverts for stuff that I'm not searching for.
Baby Yoda.
So
Yeah,
Baby
Baby
Yoda, toys, everything. I think also the amount of times I go on YouTube and see trailers for Raid Shadow Legends and all that sort of stuff. Just like it's target driven, and they can do that with social media. So
It's
but
also creepy how they listen to you.
yeah, they definitely use it for
100%.
targeting. Definitely
100%.
use it for targeting.
That's why I refuse to have an Alexa.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, right?
Definitely. We can skip
Ed
this
put up-
comment. We can skip this comment. Ed, they don't exist. You don't need to know about blurt balls, mate.
And
Don't worry about
again, the power of social media. Ed knows about blurt balls.
it. I just need two more inner balls, then you can know all about blurt balls.
Ed, you can post all about blurt balls as soon if you help Dan complete his blurt ball collection.
I've got all 8 big balls and I need 2 little balls.
Hey.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I hope she didn't say that.
Colin's called Ed out for next week. So C Moles has put in the current climate again, like we said, companies are using social media accounts to promote their stuff by sending free bundles, which is great, but they tend to lose credibility because they hype it, even if it's crap. Thing is, like, you've got to,
hilariously, Aaron, aren't you doing a free bundle deal at the moment on social media?
I was talking to someone about having stuff come over, but it's a very grey area that like you've got to, unless you're like, I don't particularly want to pay money for something that I don't want. But in turn, I don't expect someone to send me stuff for free because they got to run a business as well. And then you're in that fine line of being sent like a figure that you don't necessarily want. Someone sent it for you for free, but you can't sit there and turn around and go, "This is absolute crap."
Yeah, but
because
the point I guess
maybe,
is
maybe you can.
But it's not all about people that do YouTube videos and stuff getting it. They advertise free stuff because your layman that just wants that stuff, it just means more clicks, more likes, more shares, all that sort of stuff. I get what you're saying, that you don't want to win something and then go, well, that sucks.
Yeah, of course.
But for most people, they don't sit here and like we're doing now and talk about toys. We're adults. They just like having stuff. So I think it's a good tool to obviously expand.
I think we definitely, you're better off if, say, for example, Hasbro themselves were sending you stuff. Obviously, to get that sort of Hasbro sending you stuff, or Mattel, or like, I don't know, NECA, Super 7, you need like 200,000 subscribers. Do you know what I mean? You need to be getting like prime time kind of
on YouTube. What you do, I think on Instagram it's slightly different because you have micro content makers. I can't remember what they're called, but they only have like 2,000-3,000 followers, which is great. But it's targeted to those those 2,000-3,000 followers love toys, whereas someone who has like 100,000, maybe only 20,000 people love those toys. The rest are just following them to see what happens. Yeah. So the micro and the macro ones, they're used quite a lot as well. They're quite good. Has any of you guys actually been approached by anybody at all to promote anything at all? I'm just curious.
I have.
Curious.
I'm trying to get there with Tim Clark. Boglins.
Yeah, have you got Tim Clark? I've had two
I've
people.
spoken to Tim Clark about Boglins, but he's never asked me to review a Boglin.
No.
Paul, you don't have to name names if you don't want to, but interesting.
No. One of them was a toy collector, and I just did a post anyway for him. I didn't charge him. And then another. The other one.
Did you say you didn't charge him?
No. This was ages ago, a long time ago. now I'd go, 100 quid.
Yeah, give me 300 quid. I'll pay whatever the hell you want.
The other one, quite a while back as well, was green tea for your tummy.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It makes you slim for drinking green tea. And it was like some Chinese company that messaged me, and I was like, this has nothing to do with toys, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to decline.
You might have lost you might have lost an element of credibility had you started going in between collecting Centurions. I enjoy a nice green tea for my tummy.
I know, but the thing is, like that just shows like how some companies do not do research. They just send it out to as many people as they can, and just go, yeah, and you know, the tea probably costs pennies to make, so you know they send it out. But not that one.
Don't know. I think I'd rather get like a beer review sort of channel than toy review for myself.
I think you're aiming for it. The amount you always post a beer.
I know, right?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Just Aaron, on that comment, I need to apologise to C Moles because I think it was me that actually read it wrong, and it wasn't about people offering free giveaways to punters. It was like what you guys were just saying. It was about sending free stuff to people to then review. So apologies.
That's kind of the same principle. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's not, because someone who's a fan of the product winning something for free is obviously a good boost to the individual who's giving it away. But someone sending free products to someone specifically to review is different, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like sending stuff for free review, you kind of feel obliged. If someone sends you something for free, you don't want to sit there and like slate it, because regardless if what the other person's perception is, if you slate it, they're not going to buy it.
Well, I'll tell you this right now, mate. If anyone out there wants to send me anything free, I will give it the worst possible review, even if I like it, just because it'll be funny.
So that's going to be that's Dan's gimmick for his YouTube channel.
Yeah, every single
stuff,
and
he'll do crap reviews on it.
The worst reviews possible.
This is a load of crap. Yeah.
There you go. I've got loads of stuff I can send you.
I've got loads of stuff of my own, mate. I could review it and go, don't know why I bought this.
Next topic, Kickstarters like Spawn. Yeah, we could add Kickstarters. There's a lot of that going around. Again, another social media trend. Kickstarting, getting people to crowdfund your projects. I
will never go with that ever again.
No,
never. The only three I've ever done was the Visionaries Guide. I don't know if you ever saw that. It's really hard to get.
I have a copy of that.
You do? Yeah, it's so hard to get hold of now.
Someone literally gave me one at a toy fair. Brilliant. Wow. Yeah. With the blue and white cover.
Yeah,
really interesting.
That's the ones that I got and passed them around.
Okay.
That's the best one.
Aaron gave me one at a toy fair.
And that guide got name dropped in another live stream. I can't remember who I was watching, and it got name dropped as being like something very, like they were in the States saying there's a visionary book out of England that is like, it's like the best one you can get, and
comprehensive.
So I just assumed that it was the same one, but yeah.
Is that one? So that was a success, and then the other two got funded and nothing. So one was a Terminator 2 board game, and that one the company was also doing Evil Dead, and they went bust. And luckily now there's someone called Jasco, I think, who have taken it up, and they're trying to get everybody a copy. It's been 2.5 years, 3 years, and no one's got anything yet. You know, they took $100,000 or whatever, gone.
I remember that Evil Dead board game. Loads, because that's one of my passions is Evil Dead. Loads of people said, "Oh, we've seen this," and I didn't contribute. I got to admit, but I wondered what happened to that, as you just mentioned it. It just fell on its arse.
Yeah, basically, they completely went bust. And then the other one was a Turtles encyclopedia book as well. Right. And the guy's done a runner and hasn't commented since October 2018. Ooh. So
that's the worrying thing about them, isn't it?
How does it work? You have to you donate money up front.
You donate your money. If it gets funded and it's successful, they take your money, and at that point, it's down to the person who's making it to then provide the goods. In the Kickstarter terms and conditions, it's something like they have a duty to provide these goods, but when you complain to Kickstarter, they'll do nothing because it's no longer their problem, it's someone else's. And you know, if they're in America, how are you going to get them? You know, if I lived there, I'd be round that person's house because I got his address, but you know, there's no way. You know, it's too far away. Yeah,
but then like a weird honor system, isn't it? But then there's other things like that guy. I know it wasn't a Kickstarter, but the guy that made the other month that I almost bought, the Toxic Crusader Paluto figure. I know that wasn't. I know that wasn't a Kickstarter, but similar vibes in the sense that I think you
Yeah,
made
he had.
to order sort of thing, which is
Yeah,
pretty
he had to hit a pre-order like
Yeah.
before we put it into production.
Yeah.
But there's a thing like it's like a success story. The Four Horsemen Studios, the Mythic Legion figure line. The reason why they're expensive is because that came from a GoFund account. So like some of the ultra rare expensive figures are the ones that the original fundees got given figures for backing. The original backers got special figures, and I think if you pledged like a certain amount of money, like some free figures, and I think the basic one that people got was like they got this like special sword, like kind of typical kind of like online gaming style, like because if you backed like £1, like they sent you this like one sword that was only given to GoFund people. So there are success stories out there.
Yeah,
I never knew that Mythic Cables was a Kickstarter thing.
Yeah, Four Horsemen Studios.
Ah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
they came from
So
Kickstarter.
There is some great stuff out there, but as Paul said, there are a lot of horror stories. Like
I can
lot of
imagine.
horror stories.
I can imagine.
yeah.
So we'll crack on with a few comments in the thing now. We're getting on, guys. If you've put a comment in there and it hasn't been read out, just repost it, whack it back into the comments thing so I can see it again before going through it. Quick one from Dark Lycan. Would you collect Fortnite figures?
No, because I don't play the game.
Yeah,
No.
I've
In
seen
25 years, I will.
Yeah. I've seen the banana figure, which is quite funny, but that's the only one I've seen that I've been like, oh yeah, that's a cool figure.
That's because that figure would fit into your collection of oddities. But yeah,
Yeah, I would definitely go with the banana figure. I think that's just a fun figure that you can just have a laugh with, but that's only really.
I never played Fortnite. I don't even know what it is.
But it is written quite specifically on the packaging that is not how you're supposed to have a laugh with them, Aaron. So
Hey man,
Next.
Yeah, moving on. That's for the after 10 o'clock toy review.
Join our Patreon.
Getting there.
Yeah,
Half
that's Patreon only material you've got there. Have you seen the Freak figures they made?
No, but I'm going to immediately look them up after.
Yeah, I'll Google this because I'm not too sure either.
I'm going to do it now. If I stare into the distance blankly, that's Ed wants to talk about
Blurballs.
We'll have a separate chat about that, Ed. Yeah.
Busy Moose, hello, dude.
Yo.
Seamus, yeah, that didn't read correctly. Sorry, I meant when Hasbro said, yeah, though, yeah, it's a very awkward. Going back to that one, very awkward to have free stuff sent to you and not sound really.
I'd love it.
Yeah, not sound. What's the word to say? Ungrateful. Ungrateful.
I think it'd be great to get free stuff and just look at it and be like, "Yeah, it's all right."
Yeah,
guys. Now I want the Freak figures.
With Kickstarter, you have to have at least prototype produced. Other crowdsourcers do not need it. A lot of retro console clones have been funded with no products. Okay.
But even if you had a prototype, it's I know what you're saying, and you're 100% right. But there are some unscrupulous guys that would make one prototype, take all your money, and then bugger off.
Yeah, no, yeah. For every one good person, there's probably about 10 bad people that will do a runner.
Yeah.
Seymour's asked, do you guys support independent toy lines or prefer vintage? Did Boss Fight also stars? I
think I was trying to think that Boss Fight did. I wasn't sure.
They may have done. It could well be a crowdfunded.
I have a couple of their Bucky O'Hare figures, but I have no idea if they're a Kickstarter. I got them at the NEC from.
I don't think Bucky was. No, I don't think Bucky was.
Okay.
But going on like independent toy line, I did pick up the Deflatron from Nima Studios.
That's cool.
And he's actually they're releasing you might have seen it on the toy division, but they're releasing a 3 3/4 inch line of these guys.
Yeah, it looks like the reaction figures, like just fight like.
Yeah, like basically they look like vintage Star Wars
head.
figures, reaction figures sort of style. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, they're in Nima Studios are creating their own toy line.
It's such a nice size, man. That figure. It's just a really healthy size figure.
Yeah, And they think that they've done enough. They've done. You can get this guy in like loads of different paints. I think they even done like a Skeletor kind of version, like the Skeletor colours. But yeah, he's just a decent chunky figure that just looks cool. I love the green and purple to him.
I think
So,
some of my minifigures are independent people. Like Mofo, oh my effing god.
So Nima Studio
minifigures. But I'm pretty sure they're an independent.
I got you that what was that little figure that dude made?
The bull.
What was he called?
The bull.
The Minotaur. The Minotaur.
That's it. Yeah, Minotaur. He's just, I can't reach him. I'm too short, but he's up there.
If an independent toy line wants to make a toy line of people exclusively with moustaches, I would support that 100%.
So just point it out to the chat. If an independent toy company made custom pogs, would anyone be interested in that?
Custom pogs, yeah.
Ponder that.
As in,
and keep in mind, Aaron's just bought a pog making machine, so keep that in mind.
No one knew that.
Wow, have you really?
I've literally yesterday I won a pog making machine on eBay.
Our brain is very similar. I was thinking the same thing. Didn't do it. I was going to say, why isn't there any Toy Division pogs? You know, you need to do that.
Go head to our crowdfunder.
Yeah, we've got
help pay me for that £10 pog machine that I bought off eBay.
It's something in progress.
I see a special edition Toy Scavenger Keeney coming into the mix.
Possibly. I've actually got something really quite cool that I can't mention anything at the moment. But you know, I like all my little merch and stuff and my stickers and my badges and all that. Something that I've been thinking of trying to do. And I'm just waiting for some bits from America to turn up. And once that's there, I'll show you guys first and then see if you want to. You know, I might give you some free ones to see if you like doing a YouTube video.
I'll give it the worst review ever, mate. Don't you worry about
it. Yeah, brilliant. But I'll let you guys know, and then you might enjoy it. I don't know, I'm not sure. Oh, cool, I think Andy might like it. Andy might like it. It's right up his street.
I've literally, like, Vic's just put in there. I've been promising Vic countless custom pogs for days now.
The child.
Yeah. But Paul just said something which is the most spurious thing you could say, which is Andy might like it. I mean, that could mean anything. Even Andy doesn't know what he likes until he sees it.
This is one for Dan quickly before we go back to the pog talk.
Yes. Yeah, I do collect I have all the head popping mad balls. I have the roller cycle that Andy sorted me out. I have all the super mad balls. And I have all the original ones that I had as a child. I don't have the full set of the original like foam heads. I maybe got 4 or 5, and I kind of stopped there because it turns out that plastic balls are really hard to display. Funnily enough, unless you get
because they roll.
Put little rings underneath them, little 0 rings. But absolutely, yeah.
You can get like little plastic stands for what they use for baseballs.
Yeah. That's quite a good idea, actually. Yeah.
There you go. Simple solutions.
Yeah.
Ben, I had a feeling you end up buying one. Yeah, boy. When those Bugsy Toy Box pogs come around.
Oh man, look! No more pog talk, You're absolutely right. We're driving the market out. We're driving the market out there.
Vintage toy.
We could always start on Tazos again. You know,
Tazos, mate. Look at it, Tazos, mate. Tazos.
We don't need that negativity on here. We're all for no pog shaming here, please.
Pog life.
Pog life.
Yeah.
So Dark Like has put on, what's the worst toy that you got?
Oh, that's a whole different conversation, isn't it?
Straight off the top of my head, I'd say Shredder from Turtles. I hate that figure.
Oh, I love that figure. It's so wrong.
It doesn't stand. It doesn't look good. It just, I hate that figure.
It's got the craziest stance action. It's weird. Worst toy.
Oh, yeah, and I only have it because I wanted the basic set of Turtles, so I had to get it. And I hate it. I got the cheapest.
The worst toy that I've got.
I don't know. I'm just having a look around.
I'm not anywhere near my toys, so I'm struggling with this one.
I'm trying to think of something that really annoys me about one of them.
The worst toy that I've got is the Ric Flair Hasbro figure. I have to have it because it's part of the collection, but it's the
There you
worst guy in the worst pose, and he looks like he's been bleached.
I can't get it out. I say one of the alien figures here. The one that he has the main gun, and he's the one that
Drake.
yeah,
Drake,
him and Vasquez, the are you ever been mistaken for a man?
Well, that's
have you?
Vasquez.
Yeah, but no, not Vasquez. The dude.
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just falls over all the time.
Because he's forward heavy because of his massive gun.
Exactly, and he just annoys the hell out of me. Because every time I stand him up, he falls over again. So there you go. That's probably the worst toy in my collection.
Paul, have you looked around your room enough?
I'm just like, man, I don't know what to say. Because the only reason I've got these is because I love them. I try to just get rid of the ones that I don't like. I mean, I wouldn't say the worst because it's not the worst, but the odd one out, obviously, in this collection is that.
Banger.
Okay, but this is actually my wife's, and I bought it for her because it was made the same year she was born. So
made.
Made.
Bit of weird,
Yeah,
bit of weird science.
So I stuck it in a box and gave it a little certificate, and gave it to her a good 10 years ago now, I think, and it's now she doesn't like it, so it's now ended up in my collection, but we can't get rid of it because it was a gift. But it's got a special place in. If she's watching, hello, sorry for annoying you.
Is there a toy pool in a line that you collect that you're that annoyed is too strong, but so if you collect a series of toys, is there one that you're like, oh, I have to have it because it's part of the collection, but it's not that great?
Yes, yeah, 100%, and that's T-Bob from Mask. I hate the thing.
I like T-Bob.
See,
sorry, I hate him.
No one can know what Andy's going to like. He loves T-Bob.
T-Bob's cool because he's like R2-D2. I like the similarity.
But that's the one when I say I have a complete Mask collection, I'm lying because I got rid of him because I don't like him. It's the one that's gone.
Love it.
Wow.
All the MNT boys in the chat are defending Shredder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know why he's. I know
comic.
why he's. Yeah, I know why his spec is like that. I just hate the figure.
That's right, boys. That is a full endorsement from Andy's Toys and Models. Nothing to do with Empire Toys 1138.
It's either him or the Imperial Dignitary from Star Wars, because that's just a useless toy as well.
Is that the purple one?
Yeah.
But
I mean, again, I had to have him, so I got him, but he's awful.
Mr. Dan Plastic also endorses Andy's comments. I'm with you, Andy. I don't think it's a very good figure.
They messed up on if you can see, on the eyebrows, didn't they? When they painted it, that was supposed to be down there, and they weren't supposed to have eyebrows, something like that. Or I can't remember what exactly the problem was, but that's dreadful because of that. Those eyebrows are bad. I made a sticker of that, and it's sold out. So I can't.
It's the stance, and the stance is so weird on it, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I've actually got your Shredder pin on my bag.
Have you?
That's
the one.
Up there is still the
very proud
Turtle VHS box
that
you did.
Oh, I've got the one of them here as well. Yeah, shameless plug. If you want me to. No, I've got a Masters of the Universe one. Yeah. So, I've actually got plans for more, but I just run out of time. I need someone who's good at drawing, basically, to contact me. And I won't pay them. But,
I'm not anything over.
Ben from Bugsy's. He's a graphic artist. Ben, get in touch with Paul.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? Brilliant. Get in touch. We'll sort something out.
For free, Ben.
Yeah.
So that's the VHS box for Turtles he did.
That's cool. Really cool.
I was going to do a whole line of them, but just kind of. I've still got all the VHS boxes to make more, but.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got thousands. There was an eBay buy, a late night eBay buy that kind of went wrong, and I was like, "Why am I buying these?" Because I was going to make a table out of them.
That's Paul driving the price of VHS boxes up on eBay.
Yeah.
Did you say you were going to make a table out of VHS boxes?
Yeah. And I was going to put different pictures in them, different just print them off myself and put different covers because it was cheaper than buying the actual original ones.
Yeah.
So I did that, but it wasn't going to work. It didn't work. The idea. I haven't got room for a table as well. That was the other problem.
So I'm just plugging your while you're talking. I'm just
Cheers,
plugging your.
Thank you very much.
That's super cool, man. It's a really cool box. Like full
My
of
brain,
stuff.
as soon as I start thinking of something, my brain's like, it just explodes with ideas, and I just go off on one. And then after about 3 months, I'm kind of like, I'm going to change my idea and go for something else. So
I like the fact
It even comes with a attention. Do not eat the gum included in the wax pack, not for consumption.
I like the fact that your brain jumped straight to make table out of VHS tapes. That's just brilliant.
Yeah, I know. Oh, the things I do. It's crazy.
But this, I fully endorse it. This is coming from the man who's just literally bought a pog making machine off eBay. So
our opinions are sketchy at best, but
Yeah.
right, guys, we've hit the hour and a half mark, so I think we should cut it there. So thank you very much, Paul, for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No
Been a
worries, no
pleasure.
worries. To go follow him on Instagram if you're not already. Go on his Facebook. Also on YouTube. He has got a YouTube channel.
Yeah. I started YouTube, tried to have a go at that. At Toy Scavenger. Everything's at Toy Scavenger.
There you go, guys. I've been Aaron, joined by Dan and Andy, wherever you are in the chat. Guys, thank you very much for watching. We will be back next week at the same time with hopefully another guest. So
well, I was going to say more. Hopefully, Andy's tech works. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully Andy's tech works.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. If you want to send us a comment, message, or anything of any subjects you would like us to talk about, and we'll see you later.
And thanks again, Brad. Awesome.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.